Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Sims. Makes the grab. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. On the option. Quick toss. Runs through a tackle.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So SMU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Handoff from the gun. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Takes the easy completion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this.
He'll take a shot. Picked off to stop the threat.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sims. It's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
And the QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously some exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got the push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wants to bring it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, SMU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Oregon. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to pass, it's Sims. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Smalls. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. We now move inside 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. They're going to run it. This time, stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
From the gun to give, looking for room.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Gets it out quickly. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. To the air on 1st down. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on third. Gets it to the back. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Stanford will boot it away to start this second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Dropping back, it's Sims. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Stanford hoping to pay off this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinal. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Picks his way and gets 4 after the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it at the... Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll leave it with him. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
A first down run in the red zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer, You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, SMU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for a man, it's Sims. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, SMU.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man on the outside. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Makes the catch. It's Peters. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
Look out, he's got room. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sims. Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams.
This quarterback looks in complete control, not flustered, into the game situation, connecting on his passes. Nice job knowing his answers. Got to keep this rolling here to try to make this thing interesting.
Caught near the sticks. It's Smalls. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Fires downfield. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Stanford!
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback.
Turning it on! The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Mustangs! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Snagged out of the air. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To throw, it's Sims. Works the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
QB strikes the ball to stop the clock.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Second down.
Got to find a completion on this one. On target. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.